Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Jacob Moran about The Black Phone. He, of course, played Billy. Welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Super excited.
Excited to chat with you. Nice background, by the way.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I don't know what else more to say. I mean, people are just loving the movie. People are loving your character, Billy. I mean, it's just been kind of nonstop on your end.
Yes. It's been super awesome watching everyone enjoy the movie, for sure.
Absolutely. And it's pretty cool because, you see on social media and Instagram, a lot of the actors that are in the movie, you guys are still keeping in touch after filming this.
Yeah.
And you guys wrapped this quite a while ago. And specifically Brady Hepner, you're really good friends with him. What's that like, kind of keeping in touch with everyone after kind of the movie wrapped?
It's super great. I mean, keeping all these relationships was something that was super important to me because, it would be a real bummer if, we filmed and I never get to see them again. So I love keeping in touch with all of them, and it's been super great because we've actually found times to all hang out. So it's been great. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. In terms of auditioning, what did you kind of know about what was going on? Did you know it was horror? Did you know it was Blumhouse? Did you audition for Billy? What can you tell me about that specifically?
Yeah. So actually, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I did not know about Blumhouse until The Black Phone, until I auditioned, until I researched about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the audition process, if you want me to talk about that, it was big for me because I actually ended up auditioning for multiple roles, which is super cool. But I ended up getting the role of Billy, and I'm super happy about that because there wasn't much about Billy, so I kind of got to make him my own.
Yeah.
But for the actual process itself, because it was entirely produced during COVID, we all had to send in audition tapes instead of before COVID, when you would sometimes go in the room, go in person. But for The Black Phone, we'd send it a tape, and if they liked it, we'd get a call back, and then we maybe have the honor of doing a Zoom callback and booking the role. So that's how the process went for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I feel like it's interesting too because, we talked about it a bit before we started as well. I mean, the movie is doing so well. Horror is so massive right now. So I just want to know what's it like working on a film, like a horror film, at the time where it is so big? Like, that's really cool and exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I had absolutely no clue how the success of this film would turn out, and nor did I expect it to hit over $150 million at global box offices. Also being that it hasn't even released in South Korea yet. So that is super cool. And it was super great to work with, Scott and all these talented and amazing people who were working on the film. Because before I did film and TV, I was on the School of Rock Broadway tour and, performing every night, giving it your best, not thinking about box office sales. To see how this movie turned out is just mind blowing. I mean, it's so awesome.
That's my favorite movie of all time, School of Rock.
School of Rock.
It's actually my favorite movie of all time. Like,
really?
Actually, yes.
That's good. That's awesome.
It's weird, right? Because you know how it is, right? You act and everything. I do interviews. Like, we watch so much stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard sometimes to narrow down your favorite, right? I know it's like that's my favorite movie of all time, School of Rock.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched that movie.
I know, same here. I love that movie.
I think I always quote with my friends all the time, the tip it on the side, Chilo, you got a base.
Yeah. For sure. 100%.
Oh my God. Okay. No. Okay. Back to Black Phone. This almost this almost became a School of Rock interview, Jacob. What have you done? No, it's pretty interesting.
Sorry.
I do want to know about, like, I've been talking to a lot of your cast about this, the makeup process for different, like, makeup. Some people had more makeup done than others. You obviously, as Billy, you have like some pretty intense stuff. You have like the throat slit, I believe.
Yes, the gash.
Yeah. How long were you in the chair for?
I think it was around, I want to say 3 hours, and like I want to say like 3 to 4, depending, because the hair too, that took a while too. But honestly, it did not bother me the time. I mean, it was so fascinating to watch them do that stuff. They're just so talented, and it really just made time fly. And the guys who did the makeup, were super cool. I mean, we come into the trailer and we play some music, we talk. And and it was just super cool to watch him put on all that makeup,
Yeah.
because it just sort of like came to life. Like looking in the mirror and seeing all this on my face was just unreal.
It's
So yeah.
so crazy. So I do want to know, because it's very interesting, because especially like your character, you have like the phone call with Finney, but then you actually like see you, right? Like while Finney's on the phone, you see. What was it like filming those sequences with Mason?
Yeah, so in the actual film, you know how my voice is a
Yeah.
little, it sounds like it's on the phone. We all filmed that in the room just like how it is on screen. But for the scenes where I'd be talking to Mason, where I'd be not in the room, which is the scene where I'm talking about, like I tore the long cable loose down here. I did this, this is how you're gonna get out.
Yeah.
There is outside of so in the studio, there was like the box, which was which is the basement. And outside of it, they actually had a phone. It wasn't like a black phone, but it was a regular phone. And when you picked up that phone, it would ring the inside to the actual basement. That's how that phone would ring. Someone would pick up
Oh,
that phone and it was actually connected to it. So they would record you over the phone, and I'd also have a mic and then have a boom. So outside, we
that's
do all
pretty
that.
awesome.
Yeah, so it was really cool. I had no clue until I saw it.
Does
I was like,
anyone
oh,
have any? Is there behind this? Did anyone film that process at all? Is there
yes.
like? Is there?
Yes. There is some footage of that.
Oh,
There's actually a
man.
video of me picking up the phone. You can hear a ring on the other side of the wall in the basement. And that was super cool. Like, yeah,
I
that
want
was
to
super.
see that. If you get permission, you got to post that on your Instagram
Of
or
course,
something.
yeah, it's on my Instagram.
Oh, it
Yes,
is on your
go check.
Instagram?
Yeah, for sure. Go look at it.
There's so much
super
behind
cool.
the scenes stuff that's been
I
posted by
know
the cast
there's
lately. It's
so
crazy.
much, and there's
Yeah,
more coming. There's
I
more
know.
coming for sure.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Are you prepared for this to be a film that everyone's gonna have in their heavy rotation for October and spooky season and Halloween?
Of
Like
course,
everyone's gonna watch this movie.
Yes, when Halloween comes around, I feel like everyone's gonna love it. People during Halloween, they love to watch horror movies. Same with me here. I like to too.
Oh yeah.
Ever since I was even young, and my parents still didn't like it, but Halloween, yes, it's gonna be big. I think people are gonna love it.
Is it because I was talking to Miguel who played Robin?
Mhm.
He loves that it's kind of like a tag team with like the summer release and everyone's going nuts, and then it's like you're
Yeah.
gonna snap your finger, and then it's gonna be Halloween. So it's like two different
I know,
seasons
two
of people.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
see what everyone thinks about it. Yeah.
It's really, really cool. Did you kind of have an idea though, like, speaking to your family and friends, that because like you did find out it's Blumhouse, like,
Yeah.
were you able to prepare yourself a little bit, knowing, Ethan Hawke, Blumhouse, theatrical release?
Yeah. When I figured out Ethan Hawke and the production company was Blumhouse, and after I did research and like it was Universal, I was like, wow, yeah, this is going to be big.
Yeah.
But like I was saying before, I had no clue that it was going to be this big. Like, it's really cool watching everyone love the movie. So,
Do you start noticing that it's a global fan base, like really early on?
Yeah.
Like early on?
Yes, early
Yeah.
on for sure. Because I would see, the posters with like, it started with, I think it was Spanish. It was in Spanish. Then it was like going into all these different languages. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. So it kept, that's how they got over 150 million in global box office sales.
Yeah, and it's cool because it came out available on digital on the 12th, and I believe tomorrow it's going to be available like Blu-ray DVD.
On Blu-ray DVD, yes.
I know the time is so
Insane.
good for the Black Phone right now.
It's great, yes.
Any pranks, funny things, cool moments on set you could share with me? I've been asking your cast this, and everyone's like, "Oh, there wasn't really pranks," and I'm like, there had to be something. I mean, I know some of these are late nights, man. Like, it gets kind of crazy sometimes.
Actually, I can't even think of a prank. I mean, we really all just had so much fun, but I do have a story I could tell that was
Great.
It's pretty funny. So if you guys have seen The Black Phone, I'm sure you've seen it, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
100%.
So there was a scene, in the rain where Madeline's riding her bike and she's all standing here.
Okay.
And when she falls off, so on that street where we filmed, about like, I think 3 houses down to the left at the grabber's house, people are still living in these houses. So there was this little girl and her mom who came out of the house, and this little girl was terrified looking at us. I mean, we're dripping in blood.
Yeah.
We're soaking wet. We're dead. So the little girl saw us and she was kind of hiding behind her mom, and we all saw it. We noticed it, and we were like, maybe we should go up to her, talk to her, like make sure she knows that we're normal. So we did, and she was fine. She had class talking to us. And
Yeah, I was trying to think where this was going. I'm like, yeah, of course, great idea.
I don't think
guys.
she
Go
understood
here.
we were filming. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
No.
explained her, you know.
Well,
So-
Bruce told me a story about how there was like rain, like they were spraying you guys with water or something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So they had these two. It was so cold too. It was awful. I mean, it was so much fun, but yeah, they had these like two cranes that would come up like this. And I think they had like these almost like PVC pipe type things. They
Yeah.
had them all along with holes in them, and they just poured rain. Oh my gosh, soaking us. It was cold water.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Besides acting, like what else are hobbies for Jacob Moran? What do you enjoy doing specifically?
I love to play music.
Yeah.
I like to play the guitar and the drums. Like I said, I did School of Rock,
Yeah.
so that is definitely a big hobby of mine. I like to play golf. That's something I like to do on the side for fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say those two things are the main things.
What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah.
I listen to, anywhere from rock to country to, all like the new top hits.
Do you have a
everything.
favorite band?
I like listening to Van Halen. I like, AC/DC.
Van Halen's good. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's a
All
good
the
choice.
music. If you ask me a favorite, honestly, I don't know. I think I'd go pick a favorite.
No, it's so great. Jacob, thank you so much for coming on Popternative. It was so
Thank you
great
for
chatting
having
with
me.
you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we said they can get the movie now digitally, but like tomorrow. So by the
Tomorrow,
time
on
this
Blu-ray.
interview is out, they'll be able to get a DVD, Blu-ray,
Yes.
all that fun stuff.
Go buy it, for sure.
You have an Instagram account people can keep update with, right?
Yes. The Jacob Moran. Feel free to follow me.
And you have a really cool black foam painting in the background. So shout out to your background.
Yes, I'll show you guys this. And if you guys look over here, I do have a black phone on the wall.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. That's so
I know.
good. Oh
We
my
saw
God.
it online and we were like, oh my gosh, we've got to get this. So like every time I look at it, like I'll walk out of my bathroom and I'll see the phone, and sometimes I'll just literally just pick it up.
Just
I don't know, it's
casually
so funny.
searching black phones online.
It's
and
so
just-
funny.
That's awesome. Well, this
Yeah.
has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Jacob Moran, who plays Billy in the Black Phone, which you can soon own on Blu-ray and DVD. Until next time, this is Jacob and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.